What if I told you the best investments you'll ever make won't show up on your bank statement? No stock ticker will track them. No headline will celebrate them. But they'll build a life that's richer, freer, and more resilient than any financial portfolio. This isn't about cutting lattes or chasing crypto. This is about the assets that quietly compound in the background of your life until one day they change everything. Most people chase money. The wise build value. And the wealthiest people often invest where no one's looking. Welcome to the Passive Path. Let's talk about the 10 invisible investments that create the highest returns over time. And no, you don't need to be rich to start. You just need a decision and a few minutes of clarity. Starting now, invest in your inner world. Your mind is the foundation of everything you do. If it's unstable, so is your life. If it's steady, almost nothing can shake you. When you invest in your mindset, you're not just being positive. You're building mental infrastructure, discipline, emotional control, self-respect. This is the stuff no one sees but everyone feels. Wake up anxious every day? Argue with people for no reason? Can't finish what you start? It's not the world. It's not your job. It's your internal wiring. But that can be rebuilt. Start with 5 minutes of stillness in the morning, not scrolling, not journaling, just sitting. Breathe, think, let your thoughts surface. Then ask, what do I want to feel today? What do I need to let go of? You are the architect of your reactions. You are the gatekeeper of your peace. When you master your internal world, you stop getting pushed around by every little thing. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you let it go. Boss sends a rude email, you breathe, reply with clarity, and protect your energy. The richest people in history, from Marcus Aurelius to modern entrepreneurs, all had something in common. They practiced inner discipline. Marcus ruled an empire. But every morning, he wrote down his own weaknesses. Not for likes, for growth. You don't need to meditate on a mountain, you just need to notice your patterns. Replace reaction with reflection. Swap blame for responsibility. No one will clap for your progress, but your life will change. This is the first asset in your wealth-building plan. It pays dividends in calm, focus, and power. You cannot buy peace of mind, you build it. One quiet decision at a time. You want control over your money? Start by controlling your mind, because when your head is clear, your moves are too. Let's keep going. Your next asset has nothing to do with money, and everything to do with what you know. Learn for life, not just a diploma. School ends, learning doesn't. If it does, you fall behind. Every day, the world changes. New tools, new problems, new opportunities. And if you're still thinking like you did 5 years ago, you're already outdated. But here's the good news. Your brain compounds just like money. What you feed it today becomes sharpness tomorrow. Clarity next week. Confidence next year. Warren Buffett reads about 500 pages a day. Bill Gates goes through 50 books a year. Not because they have time, because they make time. Because they know the real returns come from thinking better, not working harder. Learning doesn't always mean reading textbooks. It can be a podcast on your commute, an online course after dinner, asking a smart friend the right question, or even taking notes from your own mistakes, and when you learn something, apply it. Don't just highlight quotes. Use them, live them. Test them in the real world. The people who grow fastest aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who keep learning, especially after they think they already know. You don't have to be a genius. You just have to be consistent. 10 pages a day is 3,650 a year. That's 10 life-changing books. Or 100 game-changing ideas. What's your brain worth? And what are you doing to increase that value? In a recession, knowledge protects you. In an opportunity, it multiplies your gain. In a crisis, it shows you a way out. And no one can take it from you. Not the market, not your boss, not inflation. This is your second invisible investment, and it pays you in better decisions, faster reactions, and smarter risks. You can lose everything, but you won't lose what you've built inside your mind. Next up, the investment that gives you energy to use all this knowledge. Your body. Health is compounding energy. Money grows when you invest it. So does energy. But most people burn it like it's free. You trade sleep for work, fast food for convenience, movement for screens, and then you wonder why you're tired all the time. The truth is simple. If your body breaks, everything else follows. Your focus, your patience, your ambition. It's hard to dream big when you're dragging your feet through the day. Think of your body like a bank account. Every workout is a deposit. Every clean meal is interest. Every hour of sleep is protection against inflation. But skip too many, and the balance hits zero. And once it's gone, no amount of money can buy it back. In North America, chronic illness is the silent cost of success. Desk jobs, takeout, stress. But this doesn't need to be complicated. Walk every day, stretch, breathe deeply, drink water, cook a real meal once in a while. You don't need to be shredded. You need to be able to focus, able to show up, able to enjoy what you worked for. Think about this. If you could double your energy, how much more could you earn? How much more present would you be with your family? How many projects would finally get done? This isn't fitness advice. This is financial strategy. Your body is the engine that powers your income, relationships, and joy. And the best part, the effects compound. Sleep better, and you think clearer. Eat better, and you stay calmer. Move more, and you build momentum. This is the third investment, and it pays off every single morning you wake up with energy. Don't chase wealth while your health is bankrupt, because that trade will never be worth it. Now let's talk about the most overlooked form of wealth, your character. Character builds credit, not credit scores. Real credit. The kind people feel when they hear your name. Do they trust you? Do they want to work with you? Would they recommend you even if you're not in the room? That's reputation, and it pays more than any stock. You don't need to be famous. You need to be reliable. Do what you say. Mean what you promise. Show up when it's hard. In the long run, trust outperforms talent. Every time. In the short term, lies can win. But in the long game, the truth always compounds. You don't need perfect behavior. You need consistent values. Tell the truth, even when it's hard. Apologize when you mess up. Don't cut corners, even if no one's watching. Because someone always is. And when you build a reputation of trust, doors open. Jobs come to you. Referrals flood in. Investors say yes. Opportunities appear before you ask. People want to work with people they believe in. They want to help those who help others. And they want to be near those who live with integrity. A single favor from someone who trusts you can change your life. A single lie can destroy years of progress. It's not about being perfect. It's about being principled. The passive path isn't just about money. It's about becoming someone worth trusting. Build character. And the world gives you compound interest in respect, access, and long-term wins. Next up, the one place you live every day, even when everything else falls apart, your family. Family is emotional wealth. Money pays the bills. Family pays your soul. When life hits hard, it's not your bank that comforts you. It's your people. The ones who know your story. The ones who've seen your worst and stayed anyway. Strong families don't just happen. They're built, brick by brick, conversation by conversation, sacrifice by sacrifice. Dinner together is an investment. So is listening without checking your phone. So is saying sorry first. So is choosing time over tasks. In North America, millions live in houses with strangers, under one roof but miles apart. Success outside means little if your home feels cold. You don't need a perfect family. You need a connected one. That means creating space for hard talks. That means protecting each other's peace. That means showing up even when it's inconvenient. Your kids don't need more toys. They need your attention. Your spouse doesn't need perfection. They need your presence. When your family is strong, everything else gets easier. You sleep deeper, you think clearer, you take bigger risks, because you know someone's in your corner no matter what. And here's the return. A stable family supports your growth. They see your blind spots. They cheer your wins. They call you out when you're slipping. And years from now, your children will carry that same strength forward. That's generational wealth. Not just in money, but in mindset. Invest in your family, not when it's convenient, every day. Now let's talk about something people chase too late. Relationships beyond your bloodline. Build a network before you need it. Your future often depends on who picks up the phone when you call. Skills get you noticed. Relationships move you forward. But don't confuse connection with collection. You're not stacking business cards. You're building trust. People help people they like, trust, and remember. And that starts long before you need a favor. Offer help first. Celebrate others. Remember birthdays. Reply with care. In a world full of taking, generosity stands out. Think of every relationship like a seed. Water it with consistency. Sunlight it with attention. Protect it with honesty. Over time, those seeds grow into a forest of opportunity. You don't need to know everyone. You just need to know the right few. Deeply. That friend who shares a job opening. That mentor who makes an intro. That former client who becomes a partner. And here's the real secret. When you surround yourself with good people, you become better too. You think bigger. You aim higher. You stay accountable. Relationships aren't about climbing, they're about rooting. Find people who align with your values. Grow with them. The passive path is not solo. We grow faster when we grow together, so reach out, follow up, show up, because when the time comes, your network becomes your net worth. Next, the investment that separates dabblers from masters, your unique strengths. Double down on your strengths. You don't need to be good at everything. You need to be great at one thing. In a world full of noise, depth wins. Surface skills fade, specialized skills compound. Most people chase trends. They jump from one idea to the next. New job, new project, new hustle. But the winners go deep. They pick a lane. They build expertise. They become so good they can't be ignored. Find what makes you come alive. Find what others struggle to do that comes easy to you. Then refine it until it becomes rare. Want to stand out? Be the best at something specific. Not good at 10 things. Great at one. That strength becomes your brand, your leverage, your moat. It lets you charge more. Choose your clients. Control your time. 10,000 hours sounds like a lot, but one focused hour a day adds up fast. And the deeper you go, the more doors you unlock. Speaking gigs, consulting calls, passive income streams, mentorship roles. Don't spread yourself thin. Sharpen the edge you already have. Your strength is your asset, and the more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. The passive path isn't about doing more, it's about choosing better. Master one thing, and it will pay for everything else. Next, the numbers behind the freedom, your money habits. Manage money like a quiet genius. Money isn't about showing off, it's about showing up when it matters. Most people earn more and spend more. No plan, no control, just lifestyle creep. But freedom doesn't come from what you make, it comes from what you keep. Budgeting isn't punishment, it's permission. Permission to buy peace. Permission to invest in your dreams. Track your income. Know where every dollar goes. Cut what drains. Keep what builds. Save first, not last. Pay yourself like a bill, then invest what's left. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Follow get-rich-slow habits. Buy assets that grow. Stocks, index funds, cash-flowing properties. Avoid liabilities that shrink. High-interest debt, impulse purchases, fancy distractions, and protect your downside. Emergency fund, insurance, smart diversification. When you manage your money well, you buy your time back. You reduce stress. You gain options. That's real wealth. Your future isn't built in sudden wins. It's built in quiet choices, daily disciplines, long-term vision. You don't need to be a finance expert. You just need a simple plan and the will to stick to it. Let your money serve you, not the other way around. Now, let's talk about the asset most people forget, serving others. The back to get ahead. Helping others isn't charity, it's strategy. When you lift others, you rise too. Not always in dollars, but in meaning, in legacy, in connection. Most people chase success for themselves. The real impact begins when you use that success to serve others. Mentor someone. Support a cause. Solve a local problem. Share what you know. You never know who's watching, who you're inspiring, whose life you're changing quietly. Some of the wealthiest people didn't just build businesses, they built schools, they built systems, they built people. Service shifts your focus from scarcity to contribution, from what do I get to what can I give. And ironically, the more you give, the more comes back, in goodwill, in partnerships, in purpose. This isn't about applause, it's about alignment. Align your actions with something bigger than your bank account. It could be teaching kids how to code, feeding families in your neighborhood, or building something the next generation will thank you for. The passive path grows fastest when it grows others too. So give, not because you have to, because you can. Next, we finish with the one investment that gives context to everything, your time on this earth. Understand the end game. Life is limited. That's what makes it valuable. Most people avoid thinking about death, but facing it gives you clarity. It sharpens your focus. It strips away what doesn't matter. When you accept that your time is short, you stop wasting it. You stop chasing empty goals. You stop pretending you'll live forever. You start asking better questions. What do I really want? Who do I want to become? What will I leave behind? This isn't about fear. It's about alignment. Knowing you have limited time helps you say no to what drains you, and yes to what lights you up. Legacy isn't built by accident. It's built on purpose. One small decision at a time. Write a letter to your future self. Visit a graveyard and think about what they left behind. Decide what you want your story to be, because one day, your name will be a memory. What kind of memory will it be? The passive path isn't just about living well. It's about dying empty, with nothing left unsaid, undone, or unloved. Live so fully that when it ends, nothing is wasted. That's the highest return of all. You've just discovered 10 invisible investments that pay the highest returns in life. None of them require $1 to start, but all of them build the kind of wealth that actually matters. Inner peace, clear thinking, strong relationships, a healthy body, a purposeful life. This is how real wealth is built. Slowly, quietly, daily. If you found value in this, like the video. It helps more than you think. Subscribe to The Passive Path so you don't miss the next deep dive. Comment below with the investment you're committing to today. And share this with someone you care about. Someone who's ready to build more than just money. Wishing you strength, clarity, and good fortune on your journey. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.